Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our beautiful subscribers all over the globe. This is your amazing channel, remember the Africa's greatest, and I'm your host, Mendy. As you can see, everywhere is green. I'll not keep you guessing. We are in the heart of the North Bank today, right in Upper Nyomi. And as you can see, the people of Nyomi are great farmers. As far as your eyes can take you, and it's all green. The groundnut, the maize, and a lot more. We are here in Nyomi to interview a great farmer, a great educationist, and also a rising politician in the North Bank. He has been doing wonders for over decades, or for more than a decade now, in agriculture, in the field of education, and in politics. We almost had him as a parliamentarian representing his people. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to click the subscription button and click the notification bell so as to get subsequent interesting videos will be posted on this channel. I am your host, Mendy. Now we are going to meet this great farmer, and he's going to tell us his story. He's going to tell us who he is and his achievements in the field of agriculture. Follow me. Finally, we have our man right in front of us. He's the great scholar, the great educationist, the great farmer, and one of the most important, that is what? Politician I told you about. Here he is. I'll give him the opportunity for him to introduce himself to the audience.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Good afternoon, Mr. Mendy, and you are welcome to Upper Nyomi, North Bank, the Gambia. You are welcome once again. It is important for the meeting farmers, more especially in their farms, to know what is going on in this country. Then thank you very much for receiving you here today. My story about farming and what inspired me to become a farmer. I am born and brought up in a community where people do farming, and then I was nurtured into farming by my biological dad. Whenever school closed, so Saturday and Sunday, I have to go to the farm to help him. He was also a commercial farmer, farming with cattle, cows, bull, and the likes. As you can see today, we have expanded it by using horse to farm.
Mr. Samani, tell us your story about farming. What inspired you to be a farmer?
I was inspired by my dad into this, and then I continue the process up to now. Not only being educated will affect my farming, no, I will also try to hire people and engage into farming. These are the things that inspire me mostly into farming.
Very, very impressive. You are an individual. You went to college, you also went to the University of Islamic Studies, or Open Islamic University, yeah? Where you acquired a bachelor's degree. Here you are. We have many Gambians who, after attaining such a level of education, would go out and enjoy during the summer or in the rainy season. But here working day and night and contributing to the socio-economic development of this country. What can you tell other people who have acquired the same level of education as you and they are there resting or sleeping?
Thank you very much for the second question. What could I tell other people that have the same level or higher level of education like I am? Yeah, Alhamdulillah, I am a degree holder. I also went to the Gambia College to pursue my HTC, Highest Teacher's Certificate, and back to the field. Also, go back to further my education. It is very important. Education and farming can go together. Like I said, other people who have the same level of education with me, they can also engage in farming. Nowadays, farming goes with little finance, with the little things that you receive in your teaching or any other aspect of institution that you are. You can combine that thing with farming so that the food sufficiency that we are talking about in this country will be little bit adjusted. If it is not 100%, also you can go up to 80% as well. Yes, farming is very, very important. As we are young Gambians who can also engage into it, we go back to the land, farm, and help our own brothers and sisters as well, because these are the things that we use for our daily meal, and then also to sell others to augment other situations and hire youths. As you can see them, 3 of them are hired together. We work, and after harvesting, their parts will be given to them, and they also take it to their families. As you can see, this is all that will also prevent them from using the bad way and things like that, which is also a disadvantage to most of them. Yeah, thank you so much for asking that wonderful question.
Yeah. Your story is very, very impressive, and this is not about you alone. You are now more or less a youth leader with such an influence to be able to convince other people, convince them not to venture in this dangerous journey called the back way, for them to be involved in agriculture, and at the end of the day, they will earn a living and live a very sustainable and fruitful life. That is very, very impressive. Now I want to ask you another question. For how long have you been farming?
I have been farming for so long, since I was born and brought up. When I was in grade 1, I could remember, in primary school, we used to take lunch to the farm, seeing my people farming, and I have started helping them since I was a child, and I grew up also been farming up to date. There is no year that I don't engage into this practice, farming.
To be frank, I am impressed. You see, we should not be paying lip service to this thing. Let's go back to the farm, what you grow and grow what you eat. This is the rhetoric. But now, how many of us go back to the farm? How many of us do that? When we have the land, when we have the space, when we have the time, yet we don't do these things. Definitely, this effort of this is highly commendable, especially with regards to how you are able to convince these youth to start them from going to the back way and then involving themselves in agriculture. It is really impressive. And now, what is the size of this farm?
Well, this is a corn farm. The size, the length is 300 meters and the breadth is 200 meters. It's more than 2 hectares. It is a corn farm that is well planted and grow and fertilize, because we use this organic manure the first time before the rainy season to spread it over the land, and then turn it by plowing it. From there, when it rains, we roll it and then happens to sow the seeds. As you can see, you have seen this farm, very, very dark and then green. Yes, that's the size.
are talking about several football fields which he played. And now this is the result. As you can see, this is the result. Look at this. How many bags of maize can be cultivated or harvested from this farm? And Mr. Ying, how do you manage this farm?
I manage this farm. Well, I have my farm animals that I use, and then I will also manage it by using. We don't have a lot of animals that destroy it. As you can see, we sometimes see monkeys because they also want corn. Sometimes they disturb us, but we use these dogs to tie them. You can see them around, so that if monkeys see them, they will also run away. Yes, that's the way we manage it, and try to safeguard it as well, using our animals to farm and things like that.
If you are new on this channel, don't forget to click the subscription button and click the notification bell so as to get all the subsequent interesting videos when I post on this channel. It's for free. Please do us that favor. Mr. Nick, what techniques do you use? Because looking at this farm, definitely I'm not going to talk about domestic farming. Obviously, to me, that is out of the picture. Looking at the size of this farm, I am convinced that this is all about commercial farming. And now, what farming techniques do you adopt or utilize? Is it the traditional, or the modern, or a blend of all these? I can see the blend.
Considering the size of the farm, well, the type of farming technique that we adopt here is the blend one, not so modern, not modernized, not traditional, deep traditionally, because like you can see, the traditional farmers sometimes they can use the hoe by growing seeds and things like that. Now we use the planter, a little bit modernize it, and then we are not up to agricultural mechanization because we don't use much of these machines and the likes, things like that. But it is a blend farming, both traditional and modern, both.
Now, Mr. Ying, recently we have seen His Excellency Barrow brought in some tractors. However, there are conditions for these farmers to fulfill before they have access to this farm. And based on what I read, it is as if one has to deposit 500,000 or 600,000 to be able to have access. Farmers have to do that for them to be able to have access to these tractors. What advice do you have for the president? Do you think that is a good policy?
Yes, giving out 500,000 for a tractor by farmers, as the government is giving out tractors to farmers, but the condition of the payment at least is like 500,000. Yes, that policy to me, I don't buy the idea much, because as a young farmer, as a beginner, you don't expect the farmer to have 500,000 to put on tractors and things like that for an installment sort of. Yeah, the government could have seen another method of trying to help young farmers so that they can have access to the tractors. They can give it to them as loans that they will be paying every season. You can see that they will also be monitoring their farming techniques and the way they use it. The ministers should help them to at least technically use the machine and their tractor like that, and all of a 1 or 2 years they can finish the payment, things like that. But with 500,000, I don't buy the idea. It is I think the president should have taken another way or another method to help these young farmers to generate themselves.
You are very right. This is historic and this is remarkable. Definitely, it's one of the best interviews I've ever had, and the feeling is just amazing. Now, Mr. Ying, from the farm to the classroom and now into the political arena, who is Mr. Ying as a politician? How did you start your career as a politician?
Yes, Mr. Ying as a politician, I am Samba Ying. Everyone knew that I contested in the last parliamentary election under the ticket of CA, Citizen Alliance. Open which I took third. I have more than 2,000 votes as far as the election was concerned. Nying as a politician, everyone in this district knew that Mr. Nying is a politician, rather, and a politician that is not by mouth but also by action, because as a politician you have to be very, very friendly with people and be going to them as well, knowing their problems and try to at least give a helping hand if you are needed. Not only giving them cash, but also dealing with them fairly and helping them into other actions that they need as a politician, connecting them and sometimes making TC2, what you call TC2, to try to build some local bridges where, most especially in the rainy season, when to cross certain villages is a problem. This is it. I engage in politics, and I am still on politics, and I will continue on politics, inshallah Rabbi, by the grace of the Almighty Allah, just to serve my country and work for my people as well. That is it.
It is very, very impressive. And you know what? Before saying all this, I have a question for you. If today was 2026 and we have 3 days to elections, and you are given the opportunity to contest, are we going to have you on the ballot for parliament?
Yes, inshallah Rabbi, by the grace of the Almighty, I have started its journey of 1,000 miles begins at one step. I don't want to go back. I have to strengthen my belt and tight it well and continue the work. Yes, with hard work, one can get anything in this world. So I am 2027 or 2026 parliamentary election that is coming. I think it's 2027. I will also try by all means to contest for the benefit of my people. Yes, not personal interest, but for the people, inshallah, by the grace of the Almighty Allah.
Thank you very much. This is very, very brief. It is very brief. And you know what? Gambians are used to being fooled by people. Gambians are used to being bamboozled by people. And once they get into office, they forget about the electorate. And you know, one of the reasons as to why it is very easy for most or some of our politicians to be corrupted is because they only want to go there, gather as much money as possible, and to them, once you're in office, it is not a means for you to make as much money as possible, even through corrupt means. Here we have a Gambian brother with the level of education as acquired, with his extensive knowledge in agriculture, and he has lived through this life. This is not a lip service thing or a rhetoric. He has been living, he has been a farmer for over 2 decades. And here he is. Look at this farm, look at this range. From here to there, we are talking about more than a hectare. And the credit goes to him. It is about you opening your eyes as Gambians. See these politicians and look at those politicians who are genuine. Politicians who will not go there and say, if I lose office today, I will eat sand. So I have to lick their boot or their shoes to be in office. With or without office. This is his office. That's it. With or without the parliament. This is his parliament. With or without the parliament. The school is his parliament. He is already an honorable member. Because this is what honorable. You being a parliamentarian does not make you honorable. It is what you contribute towards the social development of your country is what makes you honorable. Not the position. It is how you live your life. This is what honorable. It's what you grow at. What you do. Thank you so very much. We really appreciate this. Okay, this brings us to the final phase of the interview. Now we are going to give the Honorable Sambanying opportunity for him to give Gambians a piece of advice, and two, he has talked about the traditional practices or techniques, farming techniques that they would use on this farm. Whosoever can come forward and give him the support he needs from private individuals, from NGOs, and even from the government. It is all open and welcoming. Yes, so he would eventually give us his telephone number, and whosoever is willing to help or connect to him, be free to do just that. Be free to just do just that. The floor is. Thank you very much.
Advice to the people of this the Gambia is like most especially young people is that this is our Gambia. Let's try by all means to be united, and united in the sense that let us be hard work and discipline as well, and respectful to the rule of law, and then we work towards making the Gambia a fruitful Gambia, and then we know that 2026 election is coming, presidential election. We stand still and try by all means to work towards it, and try by all means to develop ourselves and see potential candidates that can take us ahead as Gambians. Let us be united, let us have one voice and vote for development and change. Let us run away from all kind of destructions. As you can see, 68% of this country are youngsters, and let's avoid destruction, and we build this country. This is our country, and then we can criticize the government if they are not doing fine, as we can read. Because you can see that this Gambia, I don't blame much Barrow, though he's the one as the driver, as he said, but there are people getting in the bus now. Yes, let him try and see them, because I can say Sanoni and then you want this country to develop. Let them take actions. Yes, if you see these youths going back to the back way, things like that, they are frustrated. They don't have job opportunities. Let them create job opportunities. The job opportunities they were talking about, we don't see any of those opportunities that they're talking about. Everything that we see is always false. And who are those doing this? Is those people that is within or surrounding him, destroying and saying things that are not into consideration. Let them take all those actions and work towards developing this country, and let them avoid those people who are just position hungry freak. What do I mean? Position hungry freak. Most of them are just there for the position. I am a minister, I am this, I am that, and then whatever you said is null and void. We avoid it. Let us, be united and be at least work towards developing this country. You are given a position to work, not a position to enrich yourself. Yes, not a position to enrich yourself. Be with your salary to finance your home and things like that. You respect yourself and stop or avoid corruption in this country. Yes, you are in a luxurious car, things like that, embezzling government products and properties. Yes, tomorrow you will face the consequences and challenges. Yes.
We have come to the end of this interview. Once again, if you have not subscribed, please click the subscription button and click the notification bell so as to get all the subsequent other interesting videos we will be posting on this channel. Mr. Sambanyang, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
I also appreciate your comment.
Thank you very much.
I also
thank you very much. Thank you.